When it comes to finding the right employees, we feel that having someone that fits into our culture is very important, and knowing what our goals and our cultural values are. We have to be sure that we're using that when we're doing the recruiting process, because those new people have to be consistent with those goals in order to fit in. We find that personal recommendations go a long way. Especially nowadays when we're dealing with millennials. Everyone says, oh, those darn millennials. Well, it turns out that they're great employees, but they just have a different way of finding jobs and fitting in. They really need, we found over time that they really need to be able that they can grasp the purpose that we have and understand why things are done. And if we can effectively communicate that, then we can make it can be a good fit. When it comes to identifying whether or not someone's going to be a good fit during the interview process, we really feel that we look more towards attitude and enthusiasm and a person's just general disposition more than we do experience. We would rather train somebody who comes in with a good positive attitude, wants to learn, ready to roll up their sleeves, than to bring somebody who's maybe got 10 or 15 years of experience, but you can just see the look on their face, they just really don't want to be there, they're over it, quote unquote. So we always look for that enthusiasm. We think that that tends to bring the best candidate to us, and certainly people who like people. We're in the hospitality business, so people have to enjoy talking with people, and when we have our guests here, they want to be engaged with. So we want our staff to take an active interest in communicating effectively with those guests so that they can take the best care of them. As far as finding and retaining employees, finding them is the biggest challenge nowadays. Everybody knows the workforce is a little bit smaller. We try to look at getting personal recommendations and maybe looking in places we wouldn't typically look, and just plain asking people. A lot of times people don't think they would enjoy working in a restaurant, and if you suggest it to them, they go, whoa, I never really considered it. And some of our best employees are people that came from outside the restaurant and hospitality industry. Especially when we opened the new restaurant, we had a big challenge in finding an entire new set of employees for our workforce that we needed there, both front of the house and back of the house. And we actually had very good luck with being something that was very transparent. We did social media, but we sort of came from the place of, look, we have jobs to give and we're having trouble finding them. And if you know someone who wants to work, please bring them, because we are an industry that has so many rewards and so many wonderful things that are a side effect of working in the restaurant business, and a lot of people aren't coming forward. And so understand that not just us, but every restaurant out there, whether it's quick service or whatever, is looking for people. So look at yourself, look at your friends, look at your family. Do you know anybody who's looking? Because our industry really needs people. And we sort of tactfully tried to kind of convey that, look, people, if we don't find people, then the independent restaurant is going to become a thing of the past, because we need these people to make these restaurants work. And that approach really did work for us. It was a very soul-bearing, look, let's just lay all the cards on the table, this is the way it is approach. And we had a lot of results from that. One thing about the restaurant industry is that when it's wonderful to work with people that love that energy that comes when you're so busy that it's crazy, that you feel like if you get just 1/10 of a anything busier, it's just going to all fall apart. And it's crazy and it's chaotic, but it's wildly crazy in a good way. And things are buzzing, things are flying. You don't even know what's going on, but everybody's firing, everybody's busy, everybody's working together. And at the end of the night, you kind of look at each other and go, wow, we survived. And you kind of recap what worked, what didn't. And that's the wonderful, unique thing that's in the DNA, especially the folks who work so hard in the back of the house, that they love that rush and that adrenaline, and they take their craft so seriously, because really this is hospitality, and they take pride in the fact that we take these raw ingredients and we put them together and we create something that other people enjoy. And that's the true heart of hospitality, and that's what's so rewarding about this business.